Deep in the ocean, an orca pod is on the hunt. But these aren't your average orcas. These guys are organized.
Marketing team, did you get those social media posts scheduled for the SEAL migration?
Aye, Captain. We even have an automated notification for all pod managers when they go live.
They use Monday.com to keep their teamwork sharp, their communication clear, and their goals in sight. Monday.com. For whatever you run, even orcas. Go to Monday.com to dive deeper.
Well, I don't see the point in waiting any longer. So let's bring her out. The star attraction, the one you came to see. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Miss Judy Gold.
Welcome to this week's episode of Kill Me Now. I'm very excited because our guest today lives in LA, unfortunately. And, you know, she's someone who I would like to have on the podcast, maybe more than once, because she's a member of my tribe. And she's funny and interesting, and she's here today in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Erin Foley!
Yay!
Wow! Erin, I'm so glad you're in town. Why are you in town, by the way?
I'm dating a lady on the
Really?
in the 140s.
Really?
She's
140 years
She's
old.
140.
Wow. How's her vagina?
Still intact.
Wow. Fuck this goddamn mic. Wait, I forgot my Jew bell. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. Getting it out. Fuck. Goddamn son of a
can't wait to
bitch.
see this.
Oh, fuck. The mic, everyone, I'm just letting you know, the mic is fucked up. It keeps falling. There's my Jew bell. It has floss on it.
Okay.
Okay, I carry floss
A
with me.
28-foot piece of floss just fell out of your bag.
I wish we had a video camera. All right, so this is our Jew bell.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard the podcast. Anything remotely Jewish gets a ring.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
What's your girlfriend's name? There you go.
Stein?
Is it really?
No.
Oh, I hate you. You're such a fucking Wait, so you have a girlfriend
Yes.
in New York, so now you're traveling. Is she coming to you as well?
Yes, we're going back and forth, but any excuse to come back to New York to do shows and just to be in New York and out of LA is dreamy. And then we started dating in February, so
Where'd you
coming
meet her?
back more. I've known her for 16 years, and 14 years ago, in true lesbian fashion, we dated for 3 months.
Really?
We always stayed in touch. I've been obsessed with her for a very long time.
Really?
And
Did she know that? Who broke up with who after the 3 months?
Well, I did, but it was just right after my first girlfriend ever.
Yeah.
And then you just need to
Oh, right.
Can I swear on this podcast?
Wait.
Fuck all
Would
of
I
Manhattan.
have a podcast where you
I know.
can't swear?
I said that
Go.
just because you're...
Wait, so... All right, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
are you-
I was just going to say, so it's... I'm obsessed with her, and I convinced her to date me. Again.
Wow.
Yep.
And what does she do?
She's an acupuncturist.
Oh, that's great.
I know, and I have a shitty back. I got to lock this down,
God, this is
Judy.
fucking awesome.
I got to lock this down.
Does she have a big apartment in the 140s?
She has a really nice apartment.
I know, it's
Yeah.
nice up there.
Yeah, and she got into it was like a hard building. She just kind of, it all worked
How old
out.
is she?
Age appropriate, 40.
Wow.
Yes, that's only what you say after you turn 40.
Right.
You use the word age appropriate.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't do that when you're like...
When you're younger, you're like, oh, I didn't even ask.
Right, yeah.
Then you hit an age and you're like, how
So
old
fucking
are you?
old. Erin, we got in the elevator together, and we're both very... I mean, you know, my show's called Kill Me Now because I can't deal. I mean, I'm really at the point... I just can't fucking deal with him anymore. Like, I don't understand. Like... Ugh. Okay, I don't even want to talk about him, but I'm just letting you know he is a horrible person. I tweeted that last night. Like, I don't care what your political leanings are. He is a disgusting excuse for a human being.
Don't you hate this when I go on my dump truck tirades
Right.
and they go, well, be careful what you wish for because Pence is terrible. And I go, not as terrible
Right.
as the dump truck.
Right.
Like, don't.
Pence is disgusting.
He's
and he does
disgusting.
hate the gays, and he's a fucking mental patient, gay, closeted, gay.
But he's not dump truck.
Right.
He's not the most, literally the definition of a garbage person.
Right. He's a fucking asshole. Anyway, Erin Foley, you have appeared on Conan, Comedy Central Presents, Curb. You have albums. You were in the movie Almost Famous. You're very into sports. Don't you have a sports thing?
Sports Without Balls podcast.
Yes, Sports Without Balls. How come I'm never on that?
Well, I record it in LA, so when I can get you, I'll get you.
Okay.
You're
what
elusive.
do you do? My younger son, will be playing Division I basketball.
No way.
Yes, he will
Wait, for
be.
what college?
We don't know yet. He's getting a lot of offers.
Oh my God, that's
son.
so exciting.
Oh my God, it's so great. It's so fucking.
I want to have both of you on the podcast.
Oh my God, and my other son, Henry, is he's Mr. fucking sports. Like that. They are. I want them to have a podcast, a sports podcast, because they're fucking. All they do is fight about sports.
What's the age difference?
5.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember you at what was the one again at the Upper East forever? What's that?
Is it a comedy club? Comic strip.
Comic strip.
Yeah.
I remember. I think you were. I don't. Wait.
Was I preggy?
You were preggy.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was
that
Ben.
that was Ben.
Yeah.
And you did. You just kept going. Like literally, you had the audience really believing that your water was going to break.
Oh yeah, I did
it
that.
Was the funniest thing ever.
What about? Oh, I know. The last few weeks. I kept, acting like, oh my God.
Yeah, because you got me like I was like, oh God, and then I was like,
one time I poured water on the floor too.
No.
I think at Caroline's.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I love freaking people out. All right, so Erin, I do research on all my guests, and I can't. Where the fuck did you grow up?
I grew up in New York and then Rhode Island.
Ew, where in New York?
You just said ew to like the greatest 2 states ever.
All right, Rhode Island. Yeah, go ahead.
Dad's from Brooklyn, mom's from Long Island.
Okay.
They met in New York City.
Where in Long Island?
Oyster Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Billy Joel. Go ahead.
And so I was born in Hampton Bays. I don't say Southampton because then people think I'm loaded. And then.
And did you go to school? Like, how old were you when you moved to?
Left at 4.
Why'd you move to Rhode Island?
Lived in Connecticut for a little while. Dad was in sales, then moved to Rhode Island for he got transferred.
What did he sell?
He had a midlife crisis. Paper. That's why he was a big drinker.
No way.
He sold paper. I'd be hammered if I was selling paper.
He sold. So he could have been on The Office.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yep. Boise Cascade. Do you remember that?
What?
That company, Boise Cascade.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he worked for Boise Cascade.
Wow.
How boring.
Did your mother work?
Yeah, she's a public school teacher.
Oh, what'd she teach?
She taught English, and then she did a lot of what do you call it when people have learning disabilities? Like special ed. She did a lot of special ed, and then English.
What grade?
Elementary school.
So,
Catholic school.
Ew.
I know.
Did you go to Catholic
school?
No,
thank God. My dad got tossed out of Catholic school like 4 times, so they decided no Catholic school.
Right.
But we were raised Catholic, but no Catholic school.
Do you have any siblings?
Twin sister, older sister.
You have a twin sister?
Who I've seen you perform
that.
so many times.
Your twin sister and your older sister?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
We all lived in Manhattan forever, and then my twin moved out to LA about 5 years ago.
Why? Is she straight, your twin?
She's straight.
Yeah.
She's a public. She works in the public health department of
Wow.
LA. Yeah, they're both brilliantly smart.
Well, there's doctors there.
Yeah.
And then what about your older sister?
She's a professor of literature at Baylor University.
Wow. So
I actually don't think you can ring the bell for Waco, Texas Jewish.
Yeah, but all right, I just meant professor. All right, so
it's that lack of diversity is disgusting.
3 girls.
Yep.
Wow.
They have 5 masters and a doctorate between them, and I'm in a sound booth with you.
That's okay.
Winning.
Do you have to make me feel like shit? Okay.
We're doing a podcast in a closet.
Oh, there's my phone.
Okay.
We only pick it up. Where's my phone? You girl. We only pick it up for my kids. I don't even know where my phone is to turn it.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna make it after all.
Around, no need to waste it. Where the fuck is my phone? God damn
it's coming
it!
Through the computer.
Well, it's coming through the mic. Where the fuck, you fucking cunt? We're cutting. We're gonna be editing this part out. Where the fuck is my fucking phone?
Wait, do you want me to call your phone?
Yeah, let's call my. Fuck! What happened? Stupid menopause. This is because of menopause. All right, we're calling my phone. I'm pausing. All right. Go. Okay. Oh, there's Henry calling. How? We only take calls from my sons. Hi, and you're on my podcast. What's going on?
We got in a big fight with one of the administrators at IU yesterday at the vigil.
Why?
Because this was outside the auditorium at the fountain, and there was a candle lighting, his family's crying, and Monty Python Spam-A-Lot. And the song it's about how the main character in Spam-A-Lot isn't dead yet. And the lyrics are, I'm not yet dead, I'm not yet dead. And meanwhile, everyone's doing the candle lighting for this kid who died. So...
Wait, why did a song come on?
Because it was outside the auditorium. The auditorium has Spam-A-Lot coming.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not good.
So what did you do?
So I was going to go over there and cut the wires to the speaker, and then he told me if I do that, I'm going to get arrested. So I didn't do it, but then I started cursing at him.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Nothing. How's the podcast?
It's good. Erin Foley's on.
I love basketball. Is he?
No,
at
this isn't the
University?
basketball one. This is the one who's baseball. Listen, Erin has a sports podcast because she's a fucking sports mental case like you.
Yeah.
So she's gonna have you guys on.
Does she like the Yankees?
Yes.
Really?
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Uh-huh.
Is he a Mets fan?
No, he's a Yankees fan.
All right. I didn't hear his enthusiasm in his voice.
I know. What else?
Ask her if she's a real Yankee fan, she could name all the retired single-digit numbers, 1 to 9.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jeter, Berra, Mantle, Maris, DiMaggio, Berra. I already said that one. How many did I get?
How many did she get?
6.
One, number.
Huh?
You're missing number 1 and number 6.
Well, wasn't 6 Yogi Berra? Or was he 9?
8 was Yogi Berra.
8 was Yogi Berra.
Okay, this is my podcast.
Wait. Give me the initials for number 1.
1 and 6 are both managers.
Oh, Whitey Herzog?
No.
Billy Martin?
Yeah, Billy Martin's number 1.
Wait, who's number 9? He's another manager?
No, number 6 is a manager. Number 9 is I think is Whitey Ford.
Whitey Ford. What did I say? Whitey Herzog? That was close.
All right, Herzog's a Jewish name.
That was
Listen,
pretty good though.
that was good, right, Hen?
Yeah, number 6 is Joe Torre.
Oh, I didn't know they retired Joe Torre. I didn't know
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Joe Torre.
Okay.
I need to retire.
You know, Bernie Williams and I have the same birthday, September 13th.
Wow.
Really?
You guys look alike too.
Yeah. I'm 11 days later.
Yeah. All right.
We would be friends.
Yeah, you'd be friends with him. All right. Smell ya.
All right, bye.
I love you.
You too, bye.
Bye. Okay, that was a call from Henry Callahan Gold. Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
So let's go back to your life. Oh, God damn this fucking mic. So you have twin?
Yeah.
Are you like extra close to your twin because you're twins?
We live in the same apartment and we laugh about it.
Wow.
It just was like this weird life moment where she was living in LA and then I broke up with my girlfriend and I had like this awesome 2-bedroom and her building was like 6 blocks away and it went to co-op. So I moved her in and then we're like, and she's going to move in with her boyfriend. I'm going to move in with my girlfriend. But
you are?
You find yourself in your 40s living with your twin sister and we have 3 cats. And people are like, what happened?
That's a sitcom, but since you're a woman, it won't happen. So, are you identical?
No, fraternal. Yeah,
really? What does she look like?
Like blonde, like dirty blonde curly hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's Jewish. All right.
Yep.
So, Okay, so you grew up mostly in Rhode Island. Where in Rhode Island?
South Kingstown, Rhode Island.
And what were you popular in school? I'm obsessed with people's childhood. So
Oh, you are?
yeah, obsessed.
Oh.
Because that's what makes you.
Yeah.
You know who you are. Were you popular?
I was an insane
Athlete?
athlete. Yeah, I was popular. I was popular.
You were.
Yeah.
Which
Got
is
along with everybody.
Which is unusual for a comedian.
Yeah, honestly,
Like you had a good childhood.
like I had a great childhood.
Like no divorce.
Not perfect. No divorce. I mean, dad drinking.
Right.
That was the black spot.
Right.
But
Like
we
how
also-
bad was the drinking?
Well, I call him the world's nicest alcoholic.
Really?
So there was no booze in the house.
Right.
But I sort of knew it by age 12 or 13. Like, oh, this isn't good.
What?
So like that was.
There was no booze, but he drank anyway.
No, but I mean, like, I didn't see him hammered in the
right,
house.
right,
Like, some
right.
people have, like,
Right.
like they're drinking in the house, but there was no drinking in the house.
Right. And he would just come home drunk?
He'd come home hammered, but not like a lot. They hit
Like
it.
slurring?
Yeah, like slurring. Yeah.
But like lovey slurring. Like, I love you, Erin.
Oh my God, you did like the best impression of Dick
come here.
Foley.
Yeah.
No, it's like Irish Catholic. Like the crazy thing is, which totally affects you. I think your whole life, well, it did me. Like, you have families that just like talk it out.
Right.
There was no talking.
Right, because you're Catholic.
No fucking talking.
Did you go to church a lot?
every Sunday?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that I think that's like the biggest hurdle, like especially lesbos.
Yeah.
I've dated so many lesbos that are like, let's talk it out. I'm like, what? No.
Oh, I know.
Pass,
It's so fucking
pass.
annoying. I
It's
know.
so annoying.
I know. I'm the same way. It's just like, shut the fuck up. It's
I'm like,
done.
Didn't we already talk about this like 8
gonna
years ago?
sneeze.
That's
Okay.
really polite, sleazy.
I hate them. Okay, so sleazes. So was your sister popular too? Was it like, oh my god, the Foley twins, they're so cool?
She was really quiet. I think she was just very well
Were you
liked, but
smart?
she was. Yeah, we were all smart.
Yeah.
But it was just different. We were all so different.
Like, were you happy?
Like Tara was insanely smart. And
That's
she
the
was,
older one.
Yeah, she was a senior. We were a freshman.
Right.
And she was super bossy, and we were
Right.
just like, please get away from us. I mean,
Right.
she's great, but older sister.
Right.
And then Megan was just quiet. Like, not a lot of people knew her.
Right.
But she's like the greatest human ever.
So you have no complaints about your childhood?
Well, I don't know. I don't look back. I always look back and think
Fondly?
super fondly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ugh. Now, I mean, I don't. But what about, did you go to any bar bat mitzvahs when you were growing up?
That was the thing. It was the
No Jews?
no, like the lack of diversity was
Yeah.
like frightening.
Really?
Because then you don't really like. I don't know. We were in and out of New York City, so it wasn't like
Right.
we were like sheltered. And my
Right.
dad grew up in Brooklyn, like they.
Right.
And so Manhattan was such a big part of our lives.
Right.
And then Tara went to Manhattan when she was 17. She went to NYU. She was like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
All right.
But my upbringing was kind of like Catholic, white, conservative.
Wow.
And so the gay stuff was. I think I would have been
So-
gay so much sooner if it
Right.
was supported.
Well, you were gay. You
I
mean you
was-
were going to be out?
Yes.
Okay. So then you went to Dickinson College.
I went to Dickinson College.
Eh.
Super white.
Really? Mm-hmm. And did
I
you
played
play
basketball.
You did?
Yep.
You played. Is that D1?
No, it's just D3.
Okay, but in high school, were you like Erin Foley? What did you play? What
Well,
position did you play?
Well, I was guard. I was point guard or two guard.
Right.
Yeah. But our team, like Dickinson, I went on like a kind of backdoor academic scholarship. Well, I went on an academic scholarship, but like backdoor sports scholarship for
Right.
D3. I had D2 offers, but I would be like sitting on the bench. I'm like, where am I
Right.
going? I'm not going pro.
Yeah.
Like I just want to pick a college where I can play at that it's not my whole life, because my whole life was sports.
Right.
But then our coach thought she was Pat Summitt, and it was
Oh,
like,
God,
she was
I can't.
the worst. She was the worst.
Like just screaming and like.
Screaming. We'd have shin splint. She'd be like, get on the court
Was
with
she-
like buckets of ice.
Oh
We're
my
like,
God, was she a lesbo?
we're terrible. Oh yeah, she was totally a lesbo.
Don't you
Closeted.
Think, yeah, don't you think Pat Summitt was a lesbo?
How could she not have been a lesbo?
I know.
But she did have that husband. But then
She
they
had
got
the husband. They
divorced.
got divorced, and the son.
And then the son. The scandal with the son was crazy.
Yeah.
But whatever. I think that's why she died early.
She had dementia.
I know. But I think I don't think she could have never handled that. I think she died before.
Oh, okay. She knew. She went to a psychic.
She went to a psychic, and they're like, "Oh, shit's gonna happen with the son." She's
Yeah.
like, "Take my memories away."
Yeah, that's
then
exactly
boom.
what happened. Okay, so you take an improv class in college.
Take an improv class in college. How do you know?
Wait,
this
did
shit?
you have any lesbo activity in high school?
No, or college.
What?
I know.
That's
Judy.
horrible.
I had no idea I was gay.
Yeah,
it's
please.
insane.
But did you have straight?
Yeah, I had boyfriends.
And did you like
But short term?
Okay, when you were at Dickinson College and you were dating men or boys,
I never really had like a real.
did you have
boyfriend in college.
sex?
Once? I shagged this dude that did not go to Dickinson.
Okay, and did you like it?
No, twice. One to get it over with.
Right,
freshman year of
because you have
college.
to do that.
Because I just was like, he was my neighbor. I'm like, let's
Right.
just bang and get it over with.
Right.
Had really no interest.
right.
And then I liked this other dude who was super cute. It was a pattern of, oh, I like him. He likes me, I don't like him.
Right.
Like,
I had no.
probably for 8 years.
When I
where
had
did you grow up? You grew up in the city?
no in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
When I had any relations with the male
Yeah.
gender, it was like the most uncomfortable. Like I hated it. I
Yeah.
felt like I was being, molested. I hated it so much.
But did you know you were gay the whole time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I knew. Yeah, but it's like this is like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, you can't, it was horrible.
Yeah.
But I did
You
it.
guys sneak into the city and
it's
make out with chicks?
No. I snuck in the city and started doing stand-up, but not making out with chicks. But I did feel like, it's just, I feel like my generation, we all tried to have sex with the opposite sex because it was so horrible to be a lesbo.
Yeah.
Like that you had to at least, it's not like heterosexuals try sex with the homos.
I know.
It's just fucking ridiculous. All right, so you do improv.
Yeah.
You take an improv. What your major was?
American Studies.
Okay.
So I wanted to teach, I wanted
Like
to
your
be
mother.
and my sister.
Right.
So I had hurt my back playing basketball, couldn't play basketball.
Right.
And they're like, you're funny, take an improv class. I was like, fuck off. And
Right.
then someone signed me up for an improv, audition to be in a troupe.
Who signed you up?
My friend Tish.
Lesbian?
All right, Peyton. No, I'm kidding. She's still alive. No, straight.
Oh, okay.
Straight lady. Just got married. Wasn't invited to the wedding. Anyway, so
Fuck you, Tish.
didn't want to go. So then I go and I was like, ugh, I just went.
Right.
And then I got into the troupe.
And you loved it.
And I loved it, but it was also terrifying. Improv is terrifying.
Improv, I find that to be scary. Plus, you have to. I'm so bad at it because it's
Yeah.
like you have to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Like if someone says, "Oh wow, we're in a park and it's raining," and can you
doing
imagine?
improv would be, you'd be like, go fuck yourself. It's not raining.
No, it's not fucking raining, and we're not in a park, you asshole.
This week's episode of It's Judy's Show with Judy Gold is sponsored by BetterHelp. And if you know me, which I think you do because you're listening to my podcast right now, you know that I am a big advocate for therapy. I think it benefits everyone. I think there's so many people who need it, who don't partake. It is so important for your emotional health and well-being. Therapy is fantastic. It is in every stretch of the imagination. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, please do it. But please give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online. It's designed to be convenient. It's flexible. It suits your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. I have switched therapists in my life. I've had many, many therapists, and sometimes it's not a great fit for you, but don't give up. Therapy is beneficial. You can learn about yourself, you can process, and just be emotionally healthy. I'm telling you, do it. BetterHelp is great because, when I used to schlep to my therapist's office, it was so annoying. You have to do it, and you sit there and you wait, and then I'm telling you, doing it online is fantastic. And BetterHelp is amazing. I know a lot of people who've used it. So if you're thinking about therapy, go to BetterHelp.com. Let the gratitude flow. This is Gratitude Month, people. So you need to let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/JudyGold, JudyGold, today, and you will get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/JudyGold. You're welcome.
Okay, so you graduate Dickinson.
Graduate from the Dick.
And then you moved to New York?
I moved to Sun Valley, Idaho for 9 months.
Why?
Because I knew I was going to move to New York City. I'd have $1 and never leave.
Right.
And my friends were extremely wealthy. And one of them was like, I want to go cross country and then live in Idaho. And I was like, all right. So we just got in the car and we like camped. I just was like, I want to go on like an adventure. So then we went.
So you weren't working?
I was just waiting tables.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just, wherever we landed, it took us like 2 weeks. Then I just was working at a bar and then I got.
Like you just walk in and say, can I have a job?
Yeah.
And then how long would you work at the job?
Well, I worked at the job for like 9 months, but then we would
in
travel.
Idaho.
In Idaho. Yeah. At the ski resort. At the bar at the ski resort.
Was it fun?
Oh my God. It was like the time of my life. It was awesome.
Wow.
It was so fun.
And what were your parents thinking? Erin, I really need you to settle down.
They have
not that they were Jewish.
The good thing is like Megan and Tara were so responsible that they were like, whatever. They
really?
Yeah, I don't think they were, I was just sort of like this
free spirit
lost cause, but they were like, I was like, I'm moving to Idaho, and they're like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, they were really supportive of like, do whatever.
So you then come back to New York.
Then I was like, all right, I'll try the improv before I get enroll in master's degree.
What were you going to get a master's in?
In American Studies. I was like obsessed.
Yeah.
And then get into this. I go to this audition with my sister's business resume that I just cut. I didn't know what headshot and resume meant.
Right. No. Go ahead.
And with a passport photo stapled onto the business resume. I mean, I had no background.
You just took your sister's resume.
I took my sister's resume, put my name on it.
Right.
And stapled
a
passport photo on it and showed up at the audition for an improv troupe.
Your sister's business
resume.
Okay. That is... So it's basically like worked at JP Morgan Chase.
It was like jobs that she had putting herself through NYU. She'd have to leave NYU for a semester and go work in like literally Wall Street random crap.
That is fucking... So what happened?
So she was like... I hand this woman this, I was like, I just moved here and I just was kind of trying, I was like, I don't really, and she was like, she just started laughing. She goes, honestly, she was like, this is great. Just like get in line or whatever. And then we just did improv and I got into the troupe and it was
What was the name of the troupe?
I have no clue.
That's great.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I blocked it out. And we performed at New York Comedy Club at 6:30 and we had to bring like 85 people. I mean, the whole thing was such a racket.
Right. Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's like bring people and we'll take the money. Yeah.
But that's the first time I saw stand-up comedy.
You had never...
No. I had no interest in any of this.
Right.
Yeah. But we would perform at 6:30, perform in quotes. I mean, it was a shit show.
Right.
But then the stand-up would start at 8 and I'd be like, what's stand-up? And I would just sit in the back and watch.
And who would you watch at these clubs?
That club I don't really remember because I was like, well, this is kind of bad.
Right.
But then
I love that club now.
Yeah, and I'm doing my I haven't been there. I haven't probably been there in 10 years at least.
Really?
Yeah. I'm doing the East Village location on Saturday.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm doing that tonight after that Miss Foundation thing.
Oh yeah, fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well then this is where you come in.
Oh God.
Then I decided I'm gonna maybe have it, like, I was like, this is really cool. Like, you can just say whatever you want. You have to deal with like 8 other people.
Right.
So then I started going to comedy clubs and watching people, and that's when I first saw you, and I was obsessed.
Really?
Oh my God. I would follow you around and Jim Gaffigan.
Oh yeah, he used to open for me. I don't know if you knew that.
No way.
Yes,
well,
years and years ago.
Maybe that's where I saw him.
Look at him and look at me. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I was obsessed with you.
I love
and
you.
so I'd follow you around the city. I saw you
Right.
so many, like at Caroline's. And then when I started, we did a lot of those like Andy Engel New Talent.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
Gotham New Talent. And so you would close out so many of
Right.
those shows.
Andy Engel, sorry.
And so then you know, they sort of knew me, so I would go into the back of Caroline's and watch you and Jim Gaffigan at Gotham and at Caroline's. And then I remember being obsessed with Brian Regan when he came in.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm still to this day obsessed
Yeah.
with him. But yeah, so when everyone always asks me like, "Oh, who's your favorite comedians?" I say Wanda Sykes and Judy Gold.
Oh, I love you. I read one interview and they wrote Julie Gold, and I wanted to fucking kill them.
Barf. Can I
So-
tell them the story of the first time I met you?
Yeah. All right. First time you met me.
So this is I started doing comedy, then I would stop and I'd start
Right.
and I'd stop. So this was like towards the very end of,
Were you funny in the beginning?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like a little bit, I could see the potential, but I was
Right.
like, and so I'd start and stop. And then at the same time, I was like, am I gay? I mean, I was drinking my 20s was like literally sponsored by Tanqueray. And so I think it was the very closing days, like maybe it was the one and only time I'd been to Catch a Rising Star.
Oh, wow.
It was like late 90s, I guess.
Right. No, mid 90s.
Mid 90s. Because I started probably like 97 and then I
Right.
stopped. So it was
Right.
like one of the only shows I
Right.
did. And it was myself,
Oh,
Karen
yeah.
Berggren.
You mean I know which one.
I don't know.
There's
maybe
one on First, but then I think you're thinking of the one that was in Chelsea. Go ahead.
Maybe it was, I
Yeah.
don't remember. It was myself, I think maybe Marion Groden and Karen Berggren.
Yeah.
You, Joy Behar.
No, not Jewish, but all right.
Adjacent. And Susie Essman.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in the green room, right? And Susie Essman was there, Joy Behar was there, and we're talking, and it was like I was like, I can't believe I'm meeting all these people, but I was just like, I was like just waiting for you to come in, and so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna finally meet Judy Gold.
Oh God, what did I do?
You're gonna fucking die.
All right.
So we're in the green room, and you come in, and I almost like gasped, and you walk in. You don't acknowledge any of us. You walk in and you look at the lineup on the wall and you go, "I'm fucking last. I could have got the babysitter to come 2 hours later." And you walk right out. And I was like, I will never forget that. I'm fucking last. I could have got the goddamn babysitter to come 2 hours later.
But then I was nice to you.
Yeah, no, you were nice, and then
I hate they always put me on last.
Yeah.
Which and like especially at that time when I had fucking kids and I was a single parent and it was like fuck because that would eat all my money up.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours is probably what I was paying.
Yeah. That was
Great.
the first time I met you.
That's fantastic. I hate you. So when you got on stage, you did not talk about being gay.
I didn't talk about being gay the first 7 years I did stand up.
Right.
Because I literally had, I knew it, but I had, you have no confidence in the beginning. You're just trying to
Also, unless you have material about it, people were like I was in a relationship. I had no material. First of all, we both have that same idea that we want to be comedians who happen to be gay and not gay comedians.
It literally drives me insane.
I know. It's unfucking believable.
Yeah.
So you have done your career has gone in many different directions, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like
because the hard part is like the whole acting world, right? I have no interest. I never had any interest.
Did you take any acting classes?
I took I took an acting class, and what I liked about it was watching people act and learning all these new plays because I'd never had a drama class ever.
Right.
So to me, it was like about the writing, which I'm 100 times more interested in than acting. I just don't want to do it. I never wanted to do it.
Right.
But they throw you into it when you're, because no one makes money on stand-up.
Right.
So it was kind of like this thing, and you're like, I have still to this day, no interest. Now I've just stopped. I've stopped completely.
So you do your podcast and your stand-up.
Podcast, stand-up, and write.
Don't forget to tune in next week to Just Kill Me Now.
It's Just Kill Me.
Oh. Don't forget to turn for part 2 on Just Kill Me.
No, it's not. It's
Just Kill Me.
No.
Judy Gold's Just Kill Me.
Kill Me
Now.
Just Kill Me Now.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.